I have dual Morgan dollar box reveal coming up. These coins were sent to me by a viewer. They've sent me other Morgan dollars that I've sold, and you've seen them on the site. Well, here's 2 more boxes. So stay tuned to see what's in these boxes. Here's my website, portsmouthcoinshop.com. If you want to see some of these coins or buy some of the coins you see in my videos, you come over here. So check it out, portsmouthcoinshop.com. So we're going to open this up here. Packed really well, no rattling, nothing like that. It's very important when you are packing things like this. You don't want a rattle. You don't want coins loose coming out on you. That's the worst thing you could do. And when you're opening things up, you want to make sure that you get everything out of the boxes. I don't want to throw anything away. In a coin shop, when you're getting multiple boxes a day sometimes, you want to make sure that you get everything out. So it looks like to me the easiest route would be to open up this one because that's obviously a GSA box. So let's just see if it's got a GSA Morgan in it. And it does. Yes, this is what they call the GSA Morgans. And, you know, back in the early 70s, these came out. And, you know, they're nice coins. You know, I mean, they were uncirculated, most of them were, not all of them were. But they can be exceedingly rare if you have like an 89cc. I think only one is known in a GSA holder. So that's the first one. First thing that comes out of this. They come with a little certificate. A lot of people will match it, make sure that it's the correct certificate to what it's supposed to be. And then I think there's supposed to be some raw coins. So be careful. Yes, these are in 2x2s. This is a half dime. Not even a Morgan dollar. I thought it was all going to be Morgan dollars. Here's a little half dime cat bust, what they call those. It's an 1836. Pretty nice coin. Basically, these are sent to me. He has what he wants out of the coins, and I look through and I see if I can meet that. You know, that's what he would like to have out of it. So there's a Barber dime, a really nice looking Barber dime, 1892. And one thing about Barber dimes, Barber had coinage in the first place. They came in dimes, quarters, and halves, but no dollars and no other denominations. Now, technically, a lot of people call the Liberty nickel sometimes a Barber nickel because it was by the same designer. And that brings up this one. This is an 1892. It's what most people know as a Liberty V nickel. A little early year. Reverse. They call them V nickel because of the V on the back for 5. And before they had cents on them, some of them were plated and used as a $5 gold piece. And so they had to put the cents on the back. And here's a nice Barber quarter. You know, these Barber coins myself, I don't know, I just like the design. So I showed that, and we've got the standing quarter. There's a nice walking half dollars in here. An 82 O over S, which looks like to me it has a problem. It's got some oddball toning, but an O over S. Basically, an 82S die was sent to the New Orleans Mint, and they attempted to remove the S or punch over it with an O mint mark. And let's see if we can... there is a strong and a weak on these, and you definitely want the strong so you can actually see it. This one here looks pretty good. You can see part of it. I'm not sure which VAM it is. I'll have to look that up. But there are different variations of the over S. And here's some really nice Morgans, 1885. I mean, just a real beautiful coin. Not grade worthy as far as sending off, but nice little coins that sell really well. out of the shop. I got a few more that look like that. That's really nice. Here's a really good one here. I like this. It's not a dimple. Someone sold this as a dimple. Now, it's semi-proof-like or proof-like. It's a 1904. You don't see them like that very often, but it's really cool to see that on a 1904. And we have a 010, and all these are just kind of nice looking. There's a peace dollar in here. And it's AU50, so it's a little on the clean side probably. It's definitely circulated. Okay, so we have another box here, and actually it's two of them in one. I'm not really sure. So here we got some Morgans, and like I said, it's not all Morgans here. I've got some. This one here is 1963 Franklin half dollar proof, and I do like the Franklin half proofs. I think they're a very beautiful coin, especially when they're in a cameo, which of course they're rare in a cameo. You don't just see those everywhere. And this one here is an official U.S. Mint 2019 S Kennedy 50 cents Apollo 11 half dollar set early release. So this is a different type of enhanced reverse proof, and it's almost like, you know, it has the, instead of having the reflective fields in the bust as a reverse proof would have, it's actually uncirculated, and then basically etch the fields of the coin. That's a pretty nice looking coin. I like that. It's a steel gray, different finish, you know, something different. So I got two of those, and then I have a Mercury dime. It's a 1942. Now this is the full bell lines. I think I've showed you that before. I'll show you the full bell lines again so everybody can see what that looks like. And what you want is, you want all three split bands. So if you're looking at this, you can see, try to get close as I can, three split bands all the way down, 1, 2, 3, and they have to be fully struck and split. Now don't get me wrong, I've seen some that weren't. I mean, you can always find exceptions to the rules on these. And here is an 89, this is a 99S, very nice Morgan dollar. And you don't see these in this grade very often. Mint State 64 used to be a really high dollar coin in that condition. It's nice. Has a couple little dots and marks on it, I see. One thing too, this has got tape on the holders. I cannot stand tape on holders. It's really tough to get it off, that adhesive. I like my holders to look pretty good. So I got a 010 an AU55, which is a little better coin as well, and another Franklin half dollar 65 full bell lines. And when you're looking at the full bell on the back of these, I'm going to show you what the 65. That's what it looks like. They're full all the way across. Even though there's a crack in the bell, they still have to be full. Some of them don't quite meet the crack in the bell, and that's where people start splitting, or the grading starts splitting hairs. This is what a 65 is supposed to look like, or at least that's what they say a 65 is supposed to look like on a Franklin half. It seems to me I've sent them off a little better than that. They still get 64, so it's one of those things. It's very difficult to grade a lot of these and send them off, because they're going through so many coins. I know that they're not looking at these coins like this, like a Franklin half, all three people, wasting 4 people's wages trying to look at a coin. I'm sorry, I don't believe that for a minute. I think they might do it with the higher end stuff, you know, stuff that's going to affect population reports. I'm definitely looking at those. So I got that, and then I got these, and this is turning into a pretty large reveal here. And I thought it was going to be mostly Morgan dollars, but I'm actually seeing, you know, a lot of other things in these. So we got more Franklin has. Let's open this up here. Here we got a 1883 MS64. Now here's the one with the no cents. Yeah, this is a really nice coin. And here's the reverse of it without the cents. Yeah, that's nice. So this has turned into not just Morgans. I'm actually surprised. I thought it was going to be more Morgans than anything. Said he's going to send a few other things, but you know, here's a 6537 Buffalo nickel. Hear that? Old rattler holders. That's what they call them. They call them rattler holders because the coins will rattle inside. It's nice. Kind of hard to see because it's turned, but there it is. There's what the holder looks like. I'll try to go through these a little bit quicker because I got a bunch here. PCGS PR67 Mercury dime, 1942 with a CAC sticker. What they call the beanie. CAC, verify this grade on this coin. It's 67. That's a really nice grade. And now these will have full band line. That's normal for a proof. You will never see a FB or FBS or FT on a proof. They already should have it. And here's a 42D. This is PCGS MS67 full band lines on this one. The dime. Pretty nice. I've seen all some dimes, and it's very hard to get some of these grades. I'm telling you. 1942 S. Maybe we'll do a little video on the full band lines on these things and talk about it a little bit and the grade, how to grade a Mercury dime. Because I've had some real nice ones. I sent it off, and here's some real nice ones here. So this is 1948. This is 65 full bell line Franklin half dollar. 1948 was the first year of issue for the Franklin half dollar. It's really nice. Like I said, you know, I've not bought these coins yet. I may not be able to make a deal on these coins. But he puts an itemized list with all these, what he would like to get out of them. Basically, we've come to pretty good deals. Here's a 48D, so you got the Denver mint mark for the 48. Here's a 49. And, you know, quality coins. Full bell lines. I mean, when you want to collect these and you want to retain the value, the full bell lines is what I would recommend for these, 65 and up. That's the grade. Now, the 53S is going to go astronomical on you in mint state with full bell lines because it is so rare with full bell lines, but that's your rare one right there. So I've got the 49S, I've got a 50, a 51. Yeah, these are really nice. Just several. Here's a 51D. Now, if you don't know, the mint mark on these is on the reverse. And see, to me, a 64, I guess, but it's right above the bell. Okay, right at the top. You can see it there. It's underneath the E in states. That's where the mint mark is on these. Also, you want to look for double dies on these. You've got different reverse types and the 56 proofs and things like that. There's just little things to look for. You've got the 52. Just got a few more in here. I don't see a 53, unfortunately. I would love to see one with full bell lines. Now, when you're 55s, all of these will have Bugs Bunnies, potentially. This one here is not, but your 55 is the year that everybody knows about, but all the years have a Bugs Bunny. They look just a little bit different. They don't look as much like teeth sometimes. You know, they'll have, like, the mouth will look like it's open or something like that. So we've got a few more of the Franklins, and you kind of know what those look like. A few more graded ones. They all seem to be 64, 65 in the full bell lines. It's really nice coins, beautiful. So then we have another box here. See if I can pull it out of there really quick. Appropriately. These here are the Morgans. So I go through all that to get to this. Okay, so this is what we're going to do with these. So I have here a 78 seven-tail feather, reverse of 78. Okay, it's a mint state 64 coin. And when we talk about the reverse of the 78, it's more of a concave pressed type. You know, this is a really nice coin. It's got the 7 tail feathers. They started the first die pair for the 78s. And this is the first year of issue for Morgan Dollars, if you don't know that. They put 8 tail feathers. Well, they don't have 8. So they went in and modified it with 7. And then you have the 7/8 tail feathers and the 7/5. You have all these variations. Well, really, I think it's 12 is what they have. but you don't see all of them, I don't think, whenever they're perched. So I'm not really sure, but that's just basically they decided to change it. People always they've complained about coins since the beginning. Now here is the 78 seven-tail feathers, and it has the reverse of the 79. So they used the reverse die of the 79, and I'll show you that. And that makes it a really good coin too. It's just some of the coins that you don't typically hear talked about a whole lot. But it's a convex type breast feather. And I'm going to show you here both of these together so that you can see the differences in the... You see the 78 over here? See how that looks? And this is the 79. And there's 80 with the 79, 78. So that's another thing that you look for. Especially if you get a CC like that. Those are worth a lot of money. Here's the 79.0 and 63. Now the 79.0 is a pretty common year, but when it gets to the mint state grades like this, it's not so common. It starts to become a little bit more rare. And that's what you call a condition grade. A coin that is worth more money and a higher grade, it's a condition grade. A condition key date even. Here's what we call a split grade. A mint state 62, 61, all that. Those are split grades to me. 1883 CC. And even in a 62, to me, I think it would have fit in a 63 holder just as well as anything else. Pretty nice coin. And then we have an 84S AU50. And I don't need to tell you that you get this in AU58 and up, you've got some money. It's a money coin. Your 84S is definitely rare in your mint state and high AU grades. And you'll see some of these on eBay. They'll dip them out, or even other online sites. And they'll dip these out and try to make them look like they're mint state. Oh, if they got breast feathers or they're cleaned. And I've been through this before, and some of those sellers get really nasty when you try to correct it. This is really nice too, an 85S. I don't know why I like 85S, but I do. This is a really nice coin. This is a quality coin right here. And it's in an old green holder. Not the Rattler, but it's in the 63 old green holder. And when you see OGH, that's old green holder. When you see OGP, that's original government packaging. So there's a few acronyms that you need to know sometimes when you're collecting, when you're looking at things. Then here's an 89S mint state 64 plus. Yeah, I agree with this. I like this. Man, there's some 65s that I've seen look just like this. Look at that. It's a nice coin. I think the digs on the chin is what kind of caused that to be dumped. The reverse has got some chatter up the top, so I think that's probably why it just didn't edge the 65. But all it's said and done, that's a really nice coin right there. And that condition, when you get the S's in those conditions, some of these S mints, they get to be pretty high. Here's a 92, 63. This has got some textile toning on the reverse, and the obverse is just toned up a little bit, but it's a nice coin. Like I said, I am a bright white Morgan type person, bright white coin period in general, but these here are really nice. Just coins, the eye appeal on them. Even though it has like what they call dotted toning, which is textile type toning, it looks really nice. Textile toning typically came from canvas bags. I don't know if this did or not, but that's typical. 87.0 and AU58. It's another coin that really starts jumping in value when you get up in the AU range. When a complete collection's in AU, you're going to pay some big money for some of these, especially like the 93S and the 94, the 84S. But AU50 is not a bad grade to collect. If you got the expendable income, you can do that. And here's an 97S mint state 64. A plus wouldn't have been hard for me to accept on this one, but they didn't put a plus on it, unfortunately. But it's a nice looking coin. You see this really nice, it's a beautiful coin. And then we have a 99 MS64, and I can tell you these don't go up in value each grade very much, but they're a better year for a Philadelphia mint. And to find one in mint state 64 and a holder is really, that looks the grade, that's really nice. Yeah, that's a really nice coin. So they're not one of them that jump. There's some of them that's just been known to be a lower mintage for years, and like the 94 and all of them, they don't really jump exponentially in grade. And the 99 Philadelphia Mint's one of them. Here's an O1S and AU50. An O1S is definitely a good year. AU50 is a good all-around grade. It's a nice looking coin for what it is. It's just, it's got a lot of, it's been circulated, and, that's typical. It's a typical look that they have. Still a better year. And an affordable, because you're talking about $200-some coin here. Most people that's collecting Morgan dollars want a nice set. You can afford that. You just maybe one a month, a couple a month. And here's a 1902S and Mint State 63. You don't see them in that grade very often. I mean, when you do, they're pretty much, they put the beanie sticker, the CAC stickers on them, and they want way above the PCGS price. And I can tell you, sometimes that PCGS price can fool you. I've seen recently in some of the seeded dollars, half dollars actually, that I had in the last video, the actual gray sheet value was more than the PCGS coin facts or PCGS price guide value. I mean, I see this a lot, and the more you look into the values, you'll see this. In reality, as long as I'm reasonable with these, some of these coins should go for more than what you see on PCGS. This one's an example. This is an 03 Mint State 65 Plus with a CAC sticker on it, and 03 is a better year, and it does look the grade. This is a really nice coin. It's not as expensive as you would think it would be, in a, couple hundred or so. It's over 200, obviously. But bottom line is, you don't see this very often like this, and when you get a chance to get one, it's a little over. Now, the 030 has been well known for being a better year. At one time, it was a lot more rare, a lot more valuable. But more came out in bags and hoards and things like that, and it kind of lowered the value. The GSA hoard brought about like the 82, 83, 84 cc's. Some of those were more rare at one time. And then when the GSA hoards come out, they found out they had bags of them, and that's why most of your GSAs have the 82, 83, and 84s. So it made them less rare, so it did lower the value a little bit on them at the time. But like I said, that's kind of settled out. They're still not extremely valuable, the 82, 83, and 84 cc's. The 82 still is a little more rare than the other two. But they're still good coins to have and to acquire, being that they're Carson cities, and people are really enamored with the Nevada Mint there. Here's a 1904, which is a better year in this grade. Most of the time you see these in circulated grades. Some of them are clean and problems and things like that. And now here we go. This is a surprise. This is nice. An 1893 PR64 red brown Indian cent. Yes. Oh, I love this. I love it. I'm telling you, man, this is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, that's a pleasant surprise for me. Like I said, I don't know everything that's in these. I never look at the sheet. I wanted to show you guys and reveal them as I'm looking at them. I like this coin. Let's see what this one. This is the last one, and this is a good one too. It's an 1891 Mint State 64, and it's a seeded dime. So we're going to finish off with a seeded dime. Really nice, and I do like these in Mint State. Here's the PCGS holder, and we'll look at the reverse. I like the reverse of these for some reason. They're kind of plain, but yet they have a lot of detail as well. I like that. So there you have it. There's the big reveal, and not just Morgan reveal, some surprises there. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.